Welcome back, everyone. We're still at Patrik Kittel's amazing, outstanding stables. We just had a great lesson from Patrik on how to deal with a horse that is very, very sensitive. Now we're going to be having another lesson on another horse, and he's going to show us exercises that can help a sensitive horse. So let's go in.
So when I warmed up the horse, I start always a little bit like with the shoulder in. So I try to see with him here, he likes to a little bit sometimes get a bit too strong on the hand and he gets a little bit too short in the neck. So for me, with him, I'm trying to always ride him a bit like up and not too much tempo in the beginning, even if the trot is a little bit less. I tried in the beginning to not do so much, just to take my time. Can turn him in different direction, but instead of putting too much power in the beginning, I'm more for me now working on getting the shoulder ins, the neck precision, that I can bend in the corners, because the bending and the straightness are also two super important things. I need to be able to, even if it's a little bit slow, I know it is, but I need to be able to come through the corner in a nice way, so that I can give. So I can only put as much pressure on him, positive pressure, that I can also balance in the hand. Because if I get too much here now, then he will get too strong on the hand, and then I cannot give, and then he will run away. So what for me is when I start here, I just have to, even if it's not so spectacular here, I just first of all need to get the right, good balance in the hand, so I get him to balance on the neck. Can get the nose a little bit out so that I don't have to hold him all the time, so that I can just trot around and shoulder in circles. And there you go. Also sneezed out a bit there, which I really, it's good. See, it's very hot and it gets a little bit tense, so that I can also in the corner, you don't just have to do shoulder in on the long side, you can also do a little bit shoulder in here, through the corner, a little bit shoulder in, come in. He's not allowed to push me on the hand. So I started this a little bit like an easier. I also don't have to do 60 meters. I can do just normal. For me, it doesn't matter how much they trot. For me, it's important that they trot in a nice rhythm, so that they feel he lost a little bit like the rhythm in himself. I don't want to put too much pressure on the rhythm yet. Just to be able for me to trot around, to have it in a good way, because I know he can trot. That's not the big problem. The problem is that I get him too short in the front and he gets too strong on the hand. And what I need to do there is that I need to get him to trot a bit less, accept my contact, accept my hand, and move also a little bit to the side with my leg when I come here. So I must be able to come, I must be able to give. So now I also came through, it took me 3 goes here, but now I can go through the corner. And that's the main thing. And then I can I have a little bit longer rein here too. Then I change the rein myself. Okay, now I can say, okay, let him trot a little bit more. But don't over trot or overpower the horses when you don't have them relaxed in the body. So he has to be relaxed. Also here when I want to do a little bit more trot, so that I don't get him too short on the neck. I have to make sure that he's balanced in the body. So brav.